It's the radio guy, Mike Prince. Welcome to another episode of the Mike Prince Show. We come to you each and every day right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our social media handles, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter are all at the Mike Prince Show. The YouTube channel is Open Mic Broadcast Network. We have an on-demand message center, that phone number that you can dial 24 hours a day, 720-721-1558. And without any further delay, we're going to jump right into today's episode. Before we get into today's episode, we'd like to pay honor and respect to Moses Malone. He passed on last night on his way to a golf tournament. 60 years old, one of the best postmen to ever play the game of basketball. Sorely be missed. Youngsters who may be listening to this, you need to Google Moses Malone. Pure beast in the paint. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. You listen to the Mike Prince Show on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. I'd like to recognize sponsors. Attorney Lee Van Richardson, located at 1047 Austin Street in Hempstead, Texas. Their phone number is 979-826-8008. Diva Skin Conditioner, located at divafeet.com, D-I-V-A-H feet.com. Their phone number, 903-270-0026. Prairie View Athletic Club, serving student athletes since 1986. Their phone number is 936-857-5817. Temple of Refuge Ministries, located in Prairie View, Texas, at 45372 Old Highway 290. Brazos Valley Schools Credit Union, several locations to serve you. Katy, Rosenberg, Brenham, Bryan, College Station, and Waller, Texas. Their phone numbers, toll free, 855-391-2149. If you or your business would like to be a part of the sponsorship team here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, contact us at 832-213-8824. And welcome back to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. In case you missed our show on last night, we had B.J. Jones, football analyst for the Open Mic Broadcast Network, and Dr. Rusty Ponton, athletic director of the Grambling State Tigers. Originally, we had Coach Eric Dooley scheduled, but due to circumstances beyond our control, he was not able to make it. But meanwhile, great show, great information from both B.J. Jones and Rusty Ponton. And what I'm gathering from both of our guests on last night, they won football just as bad as the rest of us won football, but they're not willing to put our student athletes in harm's way. There are a lot of factors that we are not counting up. And I think Dr. Ponton done an exceptional job breaking down some of those on last night. In case you missed it, go back, check out the archives section, or you can go to our on-demand center by dialing 720-721-1558, box 4, voice box number 4. And you can check it out throughout its entirety with some great dialogue and some great content on some things that I don't even think we are looking at behind the scene. On the surface, we look, hey, line them up, let them play, social distance, but there's so many moving parts on this situation, which is why, from my vantage point, from the information that I have access to on a scale of 1 to 10, I feel more of a 1 or 2, if 10 is the greatest, that we would have football this fall. That's just my analysis, my opinion, based on everything that's lining up. I know what they're telling us. I know what they're projecting and the models that they're displaying, but there's just no way that anyone with a clean, clear conscience would allow that many student athletes to be out in the wilderness with no sense of direction where they're going. That's why the NCAA has washed their hands, and they put it on the conferences. The conferences wash their hands. They put it on the institutions. And now the institutions are left to figure this thing out and exactly how they go about it, because someone is going to be held liable, if not all. And they're passing the buck. Whatever happened to the buck stops here. I believe if we go ahead and be honest with the situation and the assessments that lay out before us right now, let the people down now instead of stringing them along. Let's go and figure this thing out. Yes, there's a lot of money to be left on the table, but you're going to make your money sooner or later. Let's make sure that our people are healthy. Let's make sure that we re-enter the right way. We already know that athletics will never be the same as we once upon a time knew it. So let's figure out the best way that we can bring people back without risking more deaths. On our show on last night, Dr. Ponton made it perfectly clear. The first 3 games, they're going to lose $1.2, $1.1 million. That's where the meat and potatoes of their budget is being made. I understand that they're projecting that you'll play just conference games, but your whole dynamics are changed now. You can't have a full, effective homecoming. Some games, let's be honest, although they're conference games, other schools don't travel well. And that's not knocking the other programs. And really, if you look at it, why would I want the other schools to travel well? I want to sell out every home game, and I need to work out my game day experience. But that's a whole other topic. Maybe we can talk about that later. Why do we rely on the opponents we're playing, the crowd that they'll bring, if you want to make it a true home game? Work on building your game day experience. We'll, as I said, talk about that another time. There are too many unanswered questions, uncharted waters, for us to fully jump back into a full-blown fall program. When I say a full-blown fall program, of course, we're talking about football, we're talking about volleyball, we're talking about soccer, we're talking about cross country. There is no logical way that you can get all of these student athletes tested as often as they would need to be tested, with all of the precautionary equipment as far as masks and things like that go. The budget alone would not handle it. We're already at a disposition if you're at an FCS program. And let me add this side note, not just HBCUs. This is FCS across the board. They're dropping programs like flies. They're chopping jobs like there's no tomorrow. We asked Dr. Ponton, has Grambling gotten close to that point? And unfortunately, it's creeping in that direction. So there is a lot more that we have to look at than just the dollar. Why do we do what we do, Mike, if we're not worried about the dollar? I understand that. Trust me, I understand that every day. But I tell you what, I would rather have my health than to be chasing a dollar. I heard someone just say the other day, your wealthiness is not determined by your bank account. Your wealth is determined by your health. Something to think about. We're going to pause real quickly, and we'll be right back with more of the Mike Prince Show. It's the Open Mic Tele-Network line. Dial 720-721-1558. And instantly at your fingertips, you have the latest local news, weather, and sports. Need a word of encouragement? Dial 720-721-1558. The Open Mic Tele-Network line features weekly prayer, verse of the week, and local ministries at your fingertips. Everything you need on demand. Dial 720-721-1558. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. No internet, no problem. No Wi-Fi, no problem. No app, no problem. All you need to do is dial 720-721-1558 1558 to listen now. And welcome back to the Mike Prince Show. Once again, I want to remind you that we have a plethora of shows here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We have She Say Sports by Miss Sonia Stamps. The Carlos Brown Show, of course, by Carlos Brown. Mike Prince Show, Monday through Friday, and on Sundays, we have the Rob Butler Southland Report, that's featured here weekly, and BJ Jones with the Barbershop. And speaking of Rob Butler, he had a nice little spin on Power Fives as far as the FCS is concerned. And I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, Missouri Valley Conference, the CAA, the Ohio Valley Conference, and the Southland Conference, and the other one is escaping me right now, but he compared the Southland Conference to that of the SEC, at least as far as he was concerned. And I found that pretty interesting. When I think SEC, of course you think Alabama. And I was wondering, who would be considered the Alabama? And I guess I would have to say Sam Houston. So, Rob, I'd love for you to do a follow-up in comparison of your beloved Southland Conference, of who you would compare whom to from top to bottom. I think that'd be very interesting. Another interesting note, over the weekend, a young man by the name of Alfonso Howard, let it be known by way of Twitter, that he will be coming to Prairie View as a preferred walk-on quarterback. Checking out his stats, he is fleet of foot. And I wanted to go over that, of course, with Eric Dooley. We did not get a chance to hook up on last night. We'll still work on that. Talk about how things are shaping up on the gridiron, how things are looking as far as football goes from his perspective. Time for me to exit stage left. My time is far spent for today. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. I want to thank you guys always for joining in with us each and every day. Don't forget our on-demand center, 720-721-1558. And we also have a 24-hour dial-in message line. That number, 713-570-6736. I've got to go. You guys be blessed. We'll see you on the other side.